Yo, what is up guys, ThiccFilA here, back with another Borderlands 3 video. This time it's the second part of my build test series for Zane, and let me tell you, it was not as easy to find too many diverse Zane builds on YouTube, and I had quite the hard time looking through all of the one-shot, max DPS, best and most fun Zane boss smelting builds until I finally found a few that were quite unique and a lot more diverse than what my list was 2 days ago. I will say though that I was going to include the Doom Guy build by dantics since it is one of the most popular builds and I wanted to give it a try after the hellwalker nerf, and it was so disappointing, not gonna lie, that I ultimately decided to cut it. So there are technically going to be only 4 builds today, but one of them has 3 different versions that I will include in my pinned comment for you guys to check them out. And again, if you enjoy these types of videos, please help me out by just leaving a like. It won't take more than just 1 second and it's a big help for me. I will cover most and flex most popular builds next, so subscribe if you don't want to miss out on them. And now without further ado, let's get into the video. The first of 2 builds for today from my man, the one and only ThiccFilA, is the Dirty Dan build, where he is using an Unforgiven and the Backer for his main damage source, and the Kill or the Wisp combined with the Frozen Heart Shield to freeze his enemies. And as much as I like his builds since they are so fun and unique, I don't really know what it was that made me not enjoy this build since I love everything about it in theory. There are only a few things I might didn't get right for this build. First of all, I didn't have an Executor class mod that boosts playing dirty by 3 points, and instead I had one with plus 2 points. And since playing dirty is one of the main focuses on this build, the difference of 10% for a chance to fire a second projectile might make more of a difference than I thought. And secondly, I didn't have the Icebreaker Victory Rush and instead just went for Icebreaker artifact that didn't give me a plus 18% damage boost after killing a badass. That and the fact that my aim might suck too much for landing consistent crits might be the reason why I found this build to underperform a little, which means that you might have more success with it. I did enjoy using the Backer though, and the Kill or the Wisp should have probably made my most underrated weapon list, at least when it comes to fun, because there's a lot of fun when using this weapon. I have to add that the Kill or the Wisp will only really work with this build if you get the anointment for plus 50% cryo damage while your sentinel is active, but there are plenty of other options to freeze your enemies you can go with, so there's no need to worry about that too much. He also said that he did have to sacrifice some more damage in order to survive in the slaughter shaft, so for general mobbing you will probably have even more success. One more thing Thick wants me to tell you is that he is an idiot for using the Firestorm and you should not use it. One of the builds that I was quite happy to find was the max damage build by Laserbolt. Not necessarily because it really is the max damage build for Zane, which in my opinion it isn't, but because it's not a calm, cool and collected build and it's actually making use of a weapon I think is also quite underrated with the Chaos. Other than the Chaos though, I honestly don't really know what to say about this build since it's not really special for mobbing, and the only reason why he was melting the Grave Rod was because of a sellout and the elemental projector combined with the Layuda. And I think that it was funny that he says it doesn't matter what mayhem mods are active, but didn't actually show them, but I guess that's beside the point. So for mobbing I chose to go with the Victory Rush artifact to boost my damage a little bit, but it still felt a little underwhelming for a max damage build. I definitely suggest you check out the Chaos though. It's a very fun weapon that comes in all elements I believe, so that's a really good choice for this build. Next up is the other build from ThiccFilA, and this time it's the Demolition Man 2.0, and let me tell you, I had a lot more fun with this one. Even though the Hex Grenade got nerfed in a patch recently and it doesn't do as much damage anymore as it used to do, you can still heal yourself from it with refreshment, and with the combination of an all-rounder barrier, you're pretty much unkillable, and your damage output will then come from your weapons. You have just infinite grenades that will freeze your enemies to not only heal you but reset your action skills, and an amazing scenery to look at with what feels like hundreds of grenades at once, and sometimes even the projectiles of a hive grenade launcher flying around. You will probably not speedrun your way through the slaughter shaft, but you will definitely have some of the most fun you ever had in this game. So definitely go check out ThiccFilA's channel for awesome and unique Zane builds. He's a cool dude that deserves a lot more subs than he has. Okay, so the next build is kind of a tricky one since they are all almost identical but also chose to go different routes. But I think it's worth mentioning since one of them is one of the most popular videos with 236k views from Tickle Me Pink. One of them is the Bully Zane build by Lazy Data, which was uploaded the earliest with over 82k views, and I just had to include mine because I'm not salty at all that I uploaded earlier than Tickle Me Pink but only got laughable 15k views on it, and I'm not salty about the fact that I think my build is even a little better than his. I'm definitely not. I'm not salty. I'm just kidding, I'm really not salty. Okay, back to the build itself. It's, in my opinion, literally the best build you could run with Zane since it has it pretty much all. It has good damage, it has great survivability, almost invincibility sometimes, and it's just a lot of fun to play with, in my opinion that is, of course. I chose to showcase Lazy Data's build since he was the first to upload his build, and I probably wouldn't even have uploaded mine a few days later if I had seen his video before, so most of the credit goes to him for that. I will link all 3 of the builds down below in my pinned comment and the description, so check them all out and see which one suits you more. The build focuses around cryo damage a lot since it is another Can't Cool and Collected build, and since the anointed enemies are no longer immune to cryo damage, these builds are even better in my opinion. The main difference now is that the Crossroad and Lucian's Call got nerfed a little, but they are still great weapons to use, and the Laser Sploder is also one I would definitely recommend. The biggest difference from Tickle Me Pink's build to mine and Lazy Data's is that we both used a Rough Rider shield and he didn't, which comes down to personal preference really. And also we all have a few differences in the selection of skills, so again, just personal preference I believe, and other than that, all of them are quite similar to each other and definitely a great build to run on Zane. I really hope you guys enjoy these build review videos. I know most of you were a little disappointed with the lack of diversity in my last one, but I think I did a pretty good job with that in this one, and believe me, it was not easy to find different builds for Zane, which I believe is also the main problem for why so many people dislike him. Now please don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful in any way. It takes a long time just to make sure sometimes that there are neutral mayhem mods active, so please help me out by liking this video and maybe even subscribe if you appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys in my next video.